Hello all, Steve from Norfolk Bushcraft here. Today I'm going to show you my splitting axe. Now this is from a company called Adlers. The splitting axe is. They've been around since 1919. They're a family run business and they've been making tools for over 100 years. All right, and I want to take you through this axe. All right, good to see you again. So, the Adlers Super Splitting Axe. Okay, what we've got here is obviously a splitting axe made by Adlers with a C60 head weighing in at 2,800 grams, which is about 3 kilos. All right, we got 80 centimeter handle made of pure American hickory. All right, and we've got an overstrike, metal overstrike protector here, which protects the handle when swinging. At the base, you've got another safety feature, which is textured paint on the handle, which really works. Certainly when you haven't got gloves on, but I mean, it works anyway. It's a fantastic touch. Bringing it over, I'm gonna take off the leather cover here. Nice, quality leather. Let me put that down there for a sec. All right, as you can see, the difference between a splitting axe and a normal cutting axe or felling axe is this huge V-shaped splitting head. See how it comes down there? Yeah. Obviously, this is to be driven into the wood and it will part the wood and open it for you. All right. And that's why it's that shape. That's also why it's so heavy. It's like a sledgehammer in the form of an axe. That's what it's like. We have 2 safety wedges, not 1, but 2 in there, and obviously a wooden wedge in between. So, I mean, 2's better than 1. And for me, it being secure means it's safe to use. All right. So that is the Adler Super Splitting Axe. Yeah, Super Splitting Axe. I almost got it wrong then, did you hear that? I've actually got it in my hand and almost got it wrong. All right, let's check out, see how it goes. Let's get some of this bark off. It's not needed. If it comes off, it comes off. If it doesn't, we'll go ahead anyway. See, the multi-tool option. All right, let's give it a swing, see how it goes. You ready? All right. Stuck firm. So what we have to do is we have to bring it up onto our shoulder like this. This is a little something I learned from Paul Kirtley over at Frontier Bushcraft. Hello, Paul. Hope you're fitting well, and I'll see you on the Axe course next year. All right, buddy? Thanks for waiting for me, okay? All right, you ready? Let's see if this works. So we lift it up, and then we're going to throw the back of the head down onto our anvil, as I like to call it. And that's how it's done. Let's give that another go, shall we? Just blasted that apart. It's really well weighted and the balance is just awesome. Like this is really fun to use. In fact, it's such a pleasure to use that I'm gutted that I can only use it on days I'm not injured. Because I think I'd be out here all the time. And I'm really glad it's got that overstrike protector on it, because that's such a beautiful handle. Look, you see the Adler design printed on the handle, yeah. Etched. I'd like them to bring that out more with a little bit of ink or paint or something. Anyway, let's have another go. Lovely. Doesn't even need much muscle power, this, does it? You just try and keep it accurate and to that grain, you know, then yeah, just splits open. Watch. Well, that'd teach me, wouldn't it? Sod's law, that is. There's a bit of punk wood on this. The inside's rotted. Ready? Well, that was rubbish. So with the wood about this big, I'd probably go down to the cutting axe now, to be honest, as you don't need to use a super splitter for this. This one is for the legend that walks, Joe Price. Joe! I am Thor! Getting these can be quite difficult in the UK, as Adlers is a German company and thus part of the EU. So sometimes taxes and customs can be heavy, and the Brits are funny about what they let in and what they don't let into the country. However, if you do fancy this wedge-shaped cavalcade of wood chopping destruction, then please visit the Wild Way Bushcraft store. They are the UK supplier of Adlers axes, and they are great people. They really are. Their customer service is second to none, and they also run some of the best bushcraft courses in the country. Like literally, they're really good people. So yeah, please give them your support. Head on over and yeah, hit them up for some of these axes, because this really does live up to the Super Splitting Axe name. Awesome bit of kit, it really is. It's really made my job a lot easier. And this one is for the Dutch bushcraft boys. All right, chaps. Mickey, Martin, you absolute legends. Yeah. I'm sure there's something about chopping wood that brings out something very primal in a man and women. Like Nick Colleen, have you seen her? And she chops the wood. Yeah. She's nuts, man. She's nuts, man. Yeah, big shout out to her as well while we're here doing shots. That was all very nice and polite.
Yes.
Just like Nick Colleen, to be honest. She's Canadian. Don't let that fool you about the Canadians. When they go to war, they are unhinged. No, they are unhinged. Honestly, it's like dragging a nice, calm, good-looking bottle of Coca-Cola 1,000 yards across cobbly stones and then opening it. The two just don't go together. They're crazy. This one's for the Canucks, our oldest allies. Yeah. Actually, I think Portuguese are our oldest allies. Look at the angles on that. Beautiful. There's mud on the bottom of this. It's making it awfully wobbly. Oh, my nice clean axe. That was a bad cut. Did you see what I'm saying? That was a bad cut. Yeah, I'm going to stop that. It's leaning to one side and I'm angling with it. So that, folks, is the Adlers Super Splitting Axe. And as I'm sure you noticed, it does a super job. Fantastic job, excuse the pun. What do you think, Church?
Yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah, I agree.
Fun to use, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah? It was just blasting those rounds apart. And that last one was serious hardwood and it split it first time. So if you like what you saw, please, 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 please hit like and subscribe and leave a comment. The algorithm loves comments for some reason. Anyway, all have a good day, be safe, and we'll see you soon.